Once again, the use of deadly force by the police is being questioned. 34-year-old Darren Neal was shot dead yesterday afternoon at Westfield Shopping Centre in Parramatta. It's the second time in a week that a suspect has been killed running away from police. The authorities say he'd committed serious offences. Even Mr Neal's relatives say they're appalled by his actions. But the family wants an explanation over reports the father of two was shot 5 times. Barbara Miller reports.
Just another Monday at the car wash in Westfield. But shortly before 4 p.m. yesterday, work came to a standstill. A white car screeched to a halt in front of the manager.
I was sitting right here and I thought that he could just hit me.
Staff say the man, armed with a knife like this one, demanded a key for one of their cars.
Where's key and where's key? And just...
He was kind of shaking.
At that moment, a police officer arrived and witnesses say Darren Neal took off again, the policeman in pursuit.
I told him where he goes.
After abandoning his car, it appears the man ran down a level towards level 5. And it was here in a service area just off the food court that the police officer confronted him and he was shot dead.
It was a very violent exchange. There'd been a series of serious offences that had been committed. Leading up to the confrontation with the officer in the Parramatta Westfield.
That chain of events began in Penrith after an alleged attempted robbery. Police say Darren Neal escaped in a stolen vehicle. He was then pursued along the M4. After crashing, he was allegedly involved in a violent carjacking of the car he then drove to Parramatta. Last week, police were being criticised for their use of a taser. Now that question's been turned on its head.
One has to question why police perhaps didn't use a taser in this case. And what we need is to review the way police deal with the apprehension of suspects.
If your life is threatened or the life of somebody else is threatened and you meet the criteria, then you can rely on and draw your firearm.
Tonight, Darren Neal's family has released a statement saying they are appalled by Darren's actions. But the family goes on to say that they are shocked that Darren was shot 5 times. The officer involved will need to reflect whether alternative actions could have been taken. That question, as well as just how many shots were fired, will form part of the critical incident investigation. Barbara Miller, ABC News.